Today it's time to come clean. Time to lift the lid. Just hope the wife's not watching. Let's get into it. Yes, and welcome to the Mad Watch Collector Show. Right now, at this minute, you are having a major battle with the brain. You've been in this watch hobby long enough, you have amassed a collection of watches where the number of them is more than the days of the week. And in some cases, some of you out there like me, you've got more watches than the amount of days in a month. But when that initial honeymoon period of your last watch purchase wears off, somehow you're looking for the next one. Today I'm going to go through all the justifications I've had, not only to defend it in my brain, but to defend my watch purchase decisions to the wife. My poor wife. She's seen more watch boxes come in the house than we've had hot dinners. And some of the times the reasonings we give, are justified. Yeah, right. Shut up, you. But listen, today is not educational in any way, and possibly I advise your significant other to not watch this the same time you do. But here are the best reasonings I've given myself and others to buying a watch deep down I didn't really need. Are you buying a lot of watches ready? Let's go. Right, we have to go back to 2017 for me. I was starting to get the bug, certainly of mechanical automatic watches, and not counting my Casios, I had amassed what I thought at the time was a great 3-watch collection. And for Christmas, my wife did a lovely thing and bought me a watch box. It wasn't for 3 watches, it was a 10-slot watch box. And if I'm being totally honest, it's all the wife's fault, really. Opening that watch box and just seeing those measly 3 watches inside the 10-watch capacity box made me quite eager to get more watches. And it became a sort of challenge for me, I was up to 5, I got halfway, then I got to 6 watches, 7 watches, 8 watches. Oh, the last 2 are gonna be my favorite picks. I haven't got many spaces, And when I finally got to filling every single watch pouch to have a lovely 10-watch display, I tried to work around getting more watches. For starters, I had 5 to 6 Seikos at the time. Well, if you've got 5 or 6 of the same brand, they need their own watch box, don't they? No. Shut up, you. Yes, they do. So that's what I did. I got a watch box for my Seikos, and that gave me 5 to 6 lovely spaces in my 10-slot watch box to add to. And to be fair, that's pretty much the structure I've had with adding to my collection, because when I got my 2nd and 3rd Vertex, my 2nd to 3rd CWC, well, they needed their own watch box, which gave me more spaces in the original watch box. Yes, it is insane, me saying it out loud, but at the time, I thought I was a genius. Long story short, the initial reason why I got so obsessed with getting many watches was the wife's fault, all right? Okay, so first category is money. 2018, I think it was. I had sold a few things, a few musical instruments, and I had saved up a good chunk of money. And I remember telling my wife at the time, who knows when I'll have this chunk of money again? Once in a lifetime. And that was one of the justifications why I bought my 214270 Explorer 1. Yes, it was to commemorate my late grandfather's passing, but the money could have gone into anything, doing up the house, holidays, and if we stay with that reference that I bought back in 2018, another great defense I gave the wife, it's not gonna lose money. And that's right, at the time, I think it was around £5,500 or £5,000. If I was to sell that on the secondary market, I wouldn't lose my money. In fact, 2021, 2022, I could have made £3,000 or £4,000 on it. The one thing I don't like people saying is, oh, it's an investment. Watches aren't investments, not to me anyway. They are tools that are on your wrist to do a job. And they might do it fancily, or they may do it sportily. But let's not kid ourselves, we're about to get a portfolio of watches that are more stable than the house market.
Could you just click that like button, please? It really helps the channel. Thank you.
The next thing, 1 in, 1 out. Yes, I had told the wife I'm not getting another watch until I sell one. Yeah, right. Exactly. I wasn't going to sell one. I'm curating a great big collection. It's detrimental to my health if I sell a watch that I bought just to bring in another one. No, they've got to be all in the same big family in my now 3 watch boxes. Anyone that does adopt the 1 in, 1 out scenario, well, all power to you, my friend. Next up, holiday watch. I mean, I'm going on holiday. It doesn't matter if it's 3 days or 33 days. I need a new watch, don't I? But that's a great justification to buy one. We all get a nice pair of shorts, couple of nice new vests, snorkel if we need it, and a new watch also to show off. Did we need one? No. Do we have a watch that could be used as a holiday watch already? Yeah. Okay then. Even on holiday, buying a watch in a different region of the country or different region of the world, it's an attractive option, you know? And I did it recently, last year, with my vintage Seiko quartz chronograph. That is an absolute banger and at a price I just couldn't turn down. But I didn't need it, but I was on holiday. Super. Sentimental moments. Yes, a brand spanking new watch to celebrate a milestone in our lives. Maybe a wedding, maybe a baby's arrived. It could be a big birthday, a new job, a new solar eclipse, or a Tuesday that didn't have any rain. If I can't attach a memory to one of my watches, it doesn't stay for long. Limited editions, sometimes brands can make it so hard for us, you know. Limited edition releases are a strategic way to build fear of missing out and adding the hype of the brand. And I have been a sucker on many occasions buying limited edition watches I didn't need, nor did I really want, but I had the fear of missing out. But the justifications are, certainly to the wife, they're not making many of these. They're gonna sell out so fast. They may be worth something one day. How can I be a Seiko fan if I don't own this watch? Now, before I tell you the last reasoning, and it is a bit of a doozy and quite personal to me and maybe a couple of others out there, let me tell you about the dumb watch purchase. Brands do it to us all the time. They bring out a watch that is slightly flawed, whether it's in its size or the dial's just a little bit off, only to then, years down the line, bring out the watch it should have been in the first place. So the justification to the wife is, well, I bought this because it was the closest thing to what I wanted. And now they've just released what I wanted. I've got to get it. Justified? You know what I'm talking about out there. Because we go through these battles constantly. And deep down, really, is it all worth it? Damn right it is. Yeah, sorry, I don't know what I was talking about. The final reasoning that I have given my wife in the past on more than, I think, 7 occasions, and it might not be the case for you, the old story of, it'll be great for the channel. The amount of watches I have bought in the past, particularly Seikos, G-Shocks, and watches around the affordable range, I've justified buying because it would benefit the channel, is a lot. And now, I'm not saying that is a bad thing, because when I buy one, I usually love it. But it gets to a point when you have so many, buying it for the channel becomes the only justification reason. But will I stop? Nah. Have you got enough watches? Nah. And you're happy about that, are you? Yeah. As long as I don't buy at the cost of my family, and there's food on the table, bills are paid, and there's a little bit left over to play with, I probably will continue to use these reasons. And I'd love to know in the comments below, are there any justifications you've had in the past that I haven't mentioned? This is a show for all of us guys and gals to come together and embrace. We know watch buying makes completely no sense to anyone other than watch enthusiasts. Sometimes it doesn't even make sense to them. So people, this is a safe space. Fire away! And surely it can't be as embarrassing as the ones I've just mentioned. If you want a bit more of the Mad Watch Collector channel, we got a Patreon now. See the shows early, blooper reels, behind the scene footage, private group chat, and get your name credited at the end of every show like this lovely lot. But if I've got you here for a few more minutes, and I think I have, especially you, sir. You, sir, eating your popcorn. And you, madam. Yes, eating that smoothie. Eating it, because it's a bit chunky. Why don't you click this one? This is, I tell you what, you'll love it. Just as much as that. Put that back in the blender, that smoothie. Go on, click it. I haven't got all day. Come on, click it. Click it!